Yo, what's up, peeps? Craigie B here, This morning I just had this kind of feeling about, the gift and the curse of being an Olympic athlete, having got to that pinnacle, competed at that level consistently for a long period of time, having that big, huge goal and target always in front of you, that the one that gets you out of bed every day, that gives your life meaning because you're working towards something, and it made me think about, it's a gift in the time of being an athlete because you're so driven, you know exactly what you want to achieve, there's no questions, and you have a reason to get out of bed every day, But then what happens when you're no longer competing anymore? You're trying to find a goal as important to yourself to get you out of bed every morning, to get you, focused and driven and to motivate you. And I was thinking about it. I was watching a video late last night, it came up on my feed. It was like one of those instructional videos, like Dado, Mass Taekwondo, and I saw, what's his name, that guy they used to call that the Terminator, in the what was it? In the World Championships, in Russia, and they used to call him the Terminator, you know what I mean? And it's and he was doing a video, an instructional video. And so I was watching him and I was thinking, I was looking at the way he trains, and when you see the way people train, you can kind of see little tricks and, little kinks that they do, and it kind of motivated me. I said, you know what, I want to get up and train in the morning, So when I got up and I trained in the morning, I was motivated, but then I'm thinking, I'm up here training, but what for? I'm not training for a competition, and I'm thinking, what do I do now? What do you do now when you're no longer competing? You're still fit, you're still in great shape, but you're looking for some other target in your life that that you can hold as valuable as going for an Olympic Games, because the Olympic Games is becoming a world champion. That's the pinnacle of when it comes to setting targets and goals. For me, it doesn't get much higher than that. And so now you're trying to find another goal that you give as much respect to, that you can hold valuable enough to get you out of bed every day, to work towards every day, And so in some ways I feel that could be the curse of the athlete, or a curse of being an Olympic athlete is, when you're rising up, you're climbing up that side of the mountain, to reach that pinnacle. But then when you're coming down, it's and instead of looking forward, you're more, because you're looking into the depths, you feel more inclined to look back, at that peak that you're coming down from, and that's now you're looking for another mountain to climb, you don't want to look down, you want to look up, and it's finding that new mountain, that new challenge, that new motivation. That's the challenge when it comes to transition. When you're an athlete and you're trying to find something else to do, I don't know how much people can identify with this issue, with this time of when you stop training, you stop competing, and you don't know what to do, and you're trying to figure out what to do, I guess I'm lucky because I knew I was very much into the mental side, that's why I'm going into the side of psychology and sports psychology to work with athletes on these things. But this is an issue that I feel a lot of athletes have to deal with. So yeah, I'm interested to see what a lot of you guys think about this, comment below, just inbox me. I think it's a discussion that needs to be had, and I feel we need to support our athletes when they are in transition, when they are no longer competing and they're trying to find new targets, new career goals in their life, Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Thanks. Craigie B.